Ten title.
You bet.
And that's a pretty close game though over at Champaign, only a 1-point win for the Gophers. Indiana was a 64-49 winner over Northwestern. Bobby Knight was ejected in that one.
What's new?
At the half, Iowa leads Ohio State by 10, 26-16.
So it looks like Iowa might be able to pick a game up there.
That's
hope
right.
Their tournament hopes.
That game's played on the road in Ohio State. Penn State plays Michigan State later on tonight, and this game really kind of upset me this afternoon. I was watching this. Nebraska beat Iowa State 74-69 in overtime, and game was in Hilton, and Iowa State was ahead by 7 points with 2 minutes to go, and Tyronn Lue hit about 3 3-pointers, and was just playing probably the best game he'll ever play in his entire life, and they were able to win. But anyway, let's look ahead to the men's game. Actually, we talked to the tennis coach, Coach Adkins, earlier in the week, and the men's tennis team had a 4-3 victory over Northwestern today. We'll take a look at that interview in a little bit. All right, we're going to get our thoughts together here. We'll be back after this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Scott Heinle, York Flaggy with you for this one, and the men are warming up. The men rated number 5 in the Western region. They come in 10-2 in the conference and 16-5 overall. They had 3 goals to start the season. Coach Van Haften's team did. The first one was to go 18-7. They look like they're well on their way. They want to win the conference. Well, they're leading it right now, and they want to win all their games at home. And so far this year, they're undefeated at home, so they have a chance to do all 3 of those. And they give a big boost to all those goals that they can win here tonight.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're enjoying tonight's game. Right now, we have the head men's tennis coach, Carl Adkins, here with us, and he's going to give us a little preview of what to expect for the men's program this coming spring. Thanks for coming over, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
All right, now first we just want to talk about the team, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm really excited about this year's team. We have 3 young men in particular coming back from last year. We have our co-captains, Aaron Soul and Todd Versteeg, and we have 1 senior on the squad, Greg Rupp, coming back. So we have a nice nucleus to build from. In addition to that, we have 3, we think, at the moment, very exciting freshmen. Leading the way, of course, would probably be Pradeep Prabhakar from India, who is a delightful young man, and I hope everybody gets to meet him during his stay here. And if he does what we think he'll do on the court, he's going to really be a great addition to our team. In addition to that, we have Josh Dix, who is a freshman, has been to state a couple of years in high school, and is playing, we're counting on him a great deal. And then we have Ryan McCauley, who is a freshman that, as I like to say, sometimes my best recruiting comes out of the dorm and is a surprise to me. And that's where he came from. And so that's the team as we have it now. And we have also other people who have shown interest and are going to be a part of our squad. We have 6 more people at least who will be practicing with us, and we hope some of them can come along as well.
Okay, now you guys have been practicing for a while now, and how are you able to practice? Are you able to get outdoors, or how do you run that?
Well, physical education department has not issued snowshoes, or we would probably be out there on the courts. But seriously, our captains have been working on conditioning, and you may have seen some of the fellows running in the gym, getting themselves in shape, which is very important. You can go through a season of dual meets and be maybe partially in shape if you're only playing singles and doubles with one team. But the problem is, of course, when you get to the end of the season, when we have our conference meet and you're playing doubles and singles, and it's a double elimination meet and it's a 2-day meet, and those legs can get pretty tired. So we practice there in the gym, sometimes put up a net, very seldom, but we do have a couple of nets, and they can do a little hitting on the floor, but the surface is very quick. Also, we have an opportunity to go once a week now, and we have for the last couple of weeks, to Spencer, where there are 2 courts, and very nice courts, and we take the fellows up there so that they can get some practice before the season opens.
All right, now you were talking about conditioning in the conference meet that you guys play, but what I didn't know is that you guys don't keep conference standings. Do you want to explain that a little more?
We don't keep a record, specifically win-loss record, during the season in the conference, as say basketball does, for example, where we have a number of so many wins and so many losses. Rather, very comparable to track and field, or say golf, men and women's golf. We have a conference meet at the end of the season, and it's a 2-day affair, and based on our finish as a team in that meet, that determines where we place in the conference at the end of the season. It is also possible to have individual champions, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th place, as individuals and as doubles teams. It's a flighted tournament. I don't know if you're familiar with tennis, but we have number 1 player through number 6 player. So all the 1 players will be against each other at the conference meet, and there'll be 1 champion emerge there. And then, in addition, that young man has won some team points.
All right, well, it looks to be a very promising season, and I hope a lot of people get out to watch you guys play.
We do too, and the last part of the season is primarily here in Storm Lake, so we encourage anybody that wants to come out and root us on.
All right, well, I wish you the best of luck, Coach.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. We'll return to the game in a minute.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse. Scott Heinley and York Plagge with you for the call of the men's game, and it looks to be a good one. BV comes in first in the Iowa Conference, 10-2, and overall they're 16-5. Meanwhile, Loras is 8-11 overall and 5-6 in the Iowa Conference at 6th place. And as we take a look to the keys of this game, Loras has got the best offensive player in the league by the name of Jason Driscoll, and it's going to be important for BV to shut him down, York.
You bet. BV definitely has to limit the amount of touches that Driscoll has. They know he's a great offensive player. Probably going to have their best defender on him, looking to double whenever they can. Can't let him get the hot hand early. Got to try to keep him down, because it's really a way, if Driscoll gets going and then Loras gets going.
That's right. Contain Driscoll is a big key. Also, we saw last night, BV with the suffocating defense. They were only up by 2 at the half against William Penn, and it was just a case of shutting them down on the defensive end. So that's going to be a key again tonight.
You bet, yeah. BV men were able to get into upright in the guy's shorts there. Like I said, 20 points by William Penn in the second half. And William Penn is one of the better teams in the conference this year. And anytime you can hold a team like that to 20, you know that you're out there playing some good defense.
That's right. And talking to Coach Van Haften earlier in the week, he said it's important for us to have mental toughness on Saturdays. And that they've lost a couple games on Saturdays, so that's another key. And also is Parents' Night tonight.
You bet, yeah. Hey, we just saw the parents come out with their sons or daughters, and it's definitely going to give them a boost, kind of like a 6-man out there, playing for their parents, playing in front of a big crowd here. And also, the Saturday night game, you're exactly right. It's very tough to play 2 nights in a row.
Okay, and Jason Driscoll is the key for Loras, but they need somebody else to step up and score some points beside number 24, and it might be Anthony B, their point guard.
You bet, and B might try to look to get it going early. You bet. Need another scorer to complement Driscoll. Sorry.
Loras also the best 3-point shooting team in the conference, shooting 37% from downtown. So they'll have to have good perimeter defense on the Beavers tonight. So it's going to be a good one. The parents' crowd is here. It's going to be a good one.
Stick around. You got the best seat in the house. And we'll be back after these messages.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's game. Talking to men's basketball coach Brian Van Haften. Coach, first of all, last weekend, first of all, on Friday night against the Wartburg Knights, very exciting game. Team got down by, I think it was maybe 15, 17 points in the first half. A couple of technicals were dished out in that one as well, and toward the second half, your team really played excellent defense, and that's how you were able to come away with the W.
No question about it. I thought the last 3.5 minutes of the first half, I thought we were excellent defensively. We turned it up a notch a little bit. The second half, we stayed just as sharp, and the overtime period also. And I thought we played like warriors out there, and I thought we played with unbelievable toughness because I thought we could have packed it in 3 or 4 times. And we just came up with a win somehow, and we got to realize that when you lead the league, you're going to come up against teams' best performances, and I think that was a great performance by Wartburg. I think Coach Marty Simmons has done a great job. So.
And it just seemed like watching the game, he just refused to lose attitude by your club. They kept coming back, even when they weren't hitting their shots. You got a feeling that they still believed that eventually they would start hitting some shots, and they knew that their defense would shut down Wartburg on the other end.
Yeah. I thought offensively, I thought we were pretty sharp the whole game. In fact, we just didn't shoot the ball as well as we normally have. At the same time, I thought even though we weren't making our shots, I thought our movement was good. We were getting the ball inside. But the last 29 minutes of the game or so, I thought we were pretty good offensively. And, Detlinger had some big threes down the stretch for us. And, just all the way around, we were passing the ball well. I think we had 8 turnovers in the whole game. And, that's a big key for us, that we take care of the basketball. And, we had 8 turnovers ourselves, and Wartburg had 18.
And that's a credit to the defense.
Yeah.
As we go to Saturday night's game against Upper Iowa, your team might have been ripe for a letdown, I guess you could say, after that tough overtime win the night before, and then you went to Fayette. Upper Iowa's got a good club, and they.
Well, there's no question. Upper Iowa is a great basketball team. I think they've been unfortunate this year in the fact that they have 5 losses. In fact, I'm really. I can't figure out exactly why they have that, but they've struggled on the road a little bit this year. But at their home place, they really play very well over there. They shot the ball well, and we did not shoot the ball well. A bright spot in that game was I thought our rebounding was pretty good. Jamie Wilson had 21 rebounds and 12 O boards, and we had 24 O boards as a team. So it wasn't the fact that we didn't play hard. I mean, offensive rebounds is a sign of how hard you're playing, and I thought we played pretty hard. I just didn't think we had the type of intensity it takes to win on the road, and we talked about that on Monday a little bit this week. And we didn't have the crowd behind us, so the crowd was awesome against Wartburg. And when we go to Upper Iowa, the crowd is against us, and we need to play. We need to play to that, and so we just weren't as sharp. But that's past, and we're going to try and see what we can do this weekend.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Siemens Fieldhouse. Scott Heinley and York Plagge with ya. We're getting ready for the men's tip-off, York. And I tell you what, it's going to be a good one. The fans are in here, and it's been the case throughout the whole second semester. This team feeds off the fans, and it's almost like a sixth man out there on the court when you can have great fan support.
You bet. Yeah, the fans for the games here always get really enthused. I know that the players appreciate that, and it has to pump them up a little bit, give them a little bit of extra adrenaline. Exactly, kind of a sixth man.
Okay, let's take a look at the Iowa Conference standings right now. And you see right there, BV atop the conference at 10-2, Simpson 10-4. William Penn at 7-5 in third place after that loss last night. Upper Iowa still in a little bit of a hunt at 7-6. And then you got Logjam with the teams in the middle. And Loras is one of those teams at 6-6, 500.
Yeah, there's kind of right in through William Penn all the way down to Luther. There's teams that a couple wins in a row and losses by other teams, they could really jump in the conference standings.
That's what you call parity when you look up and down there. It's not only, with the exception of Dubuque, there's...
Yeah, you bet. The only weak team in the conference is Dubuque. And you look from top to almost the bottom. Any night, exactly with the women's game, any team can pretty much come in and give you a game on any given night.
Okay, right now we're going to be back after these short messages, and we'll be back with starting lineups.
You are 100% unadulterated energy. You have no choice but movement. You aren't acted on. You are action. You have the power to make the world a better place. You already know how to do it. Volunteer now for the American Red Cross. Call your local chapter for details.
20 kids. For 1 hour a week, you leave your concrete world of flip phones and faxes and talk to 20 kids about how business works. They will question everything, but those 20 kids will talk to 20 more. So by Saturday, what you said on Thursday could be halfway around their world. You get to make a difference. Could just make the rest of your week pretty dull. That's the new JA, teaching kids how business works.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, as we're waiting for the starting lineups and in Iowa Conference action. And York, if the men win this one tonight, you guys can get out the brooms back home because it's a total sweep of the homestand this weekend. That's something that we said yesterday at the start of the games. If we could sweep all 4 games this weekend, that'd be a huge lift for both of these teams.
You bet. It looks like it could become a reality here, as long as the men get a win tonight, which I'm sure they're ready to do.
Okay, so for Loras, and their starting lineups looks like this. Jeremy Lakovsky, a 6'2 sophomore forward. And there you see Jason Driscoll. He's their go-to guy, the leading scorer in the conference, averaging 22 points a game. Their center is Tom Kepman, a 6'5 senior, and Brian Oswald. And Anthony B. are in the backcourt. That's Anthony B. is a senior, and keep your eye on him. Nate Bjorken respects him a lot. He's played with him over the years. For BV, the starting lineup looks like this. Brad Douglas and Nick Denlinger are your forwards. The man in the middle, a 6'4 senior Jamie Wilson. And the backcourt, Aaron Bloom and Brian Schmalbeck, both juniors. The men are unbeaten at home this year.
Same as the women, so the fans that have been going out to the home games here have been enjoying quite a few wins this year, and not any losses so far at home this year for either team, so have to be very pleased with that if you're Coach Van Hampton.
It's going to be interesting to see who BV matches up against Driscoll. It's probably going to be Nick Denlinger, I would imagine, would get the call against Jason Driscoll. So that's going to be a tough defensive matchup against him. And of course, BV doesn't really play any junk defenses, York. You wouldn't expect Van Hampton to go to a boxing one against Driscoll or anything like that. BV's pretty much straight man-to-man. And they might change it up. They're the best team in the conference defensively, giving up only 66 points a game. So if it's not broke, don't fix it.
You bet, yeah. And Denlinger, if he happens to draw that assignment tonight, he's a very confident defender. Gets down and is able to throw many of those really good players and decent shooters off with this tough defense. Very tenacious.
Iowa Conference rules prohibits individuals from sitting in the front row. BV conjunction with the Iowa Collegiate Athletic Conference and the NCAA would like
So
to
both these teams are ready to get it on here at the Fieldhouse. And if you missed it earlier, the BV women were 18-point winners over Loras. Stick around for halftime. I'll be talking to Coach Barry, and I'm sure she's very happy and ready to get down to business next weekend. Actually, the BV plays on Tuesday is the next game. So we're ready for the opening tip. It's going to be Jamie Wilson and Tom Kettman. And Aaron Bloom controls it. Look for BV to get Schmalbeck off early. In every one of the games we've done this year, he's scored the first 2 or 4 points of the game. And right there, did I not call it? Schmalbeck takes the first shot of the game. And that's been the strategy of Van Hampton all along, to get Schmally off early.
Got a good look for the first shot there, just unable to put it in, but Schmalbeck is a very effective shooter from behind the arc.
Point guard is Anthony B. He's a senior from St. Paul, Minnesota. This is B with it on the near baseline, driving to the hole, and it's a nice looking drive.
But able to get past him there. Not a lot of help coming. Douglas is getting there just a little bit late.
Dentlinger from way downtown.
Nick Dentlinger, I've known him since the first day I stepped on campus, and the guy can shoot.
As soon as he walks into the gym, you better get on him, because he's going to put it up from wherever he's at.
You bet. He has tremendous range.
Nick Dentlinger was our player of the game, our silk screening player of the game last night, after he had a tremendous second half against William Penn. Almost stolen by Schmalbeck. And B walks with it.
Good job of Dentlinger there to step up on Schmally going for the pass there. Allowed B to try to get some penetration there, but Dentlinger was there to shut him down, force the travel there.
So BB tries to build on a 3-2 lead. Schmalbeck gets down to the low post Wilson. Back out to Bloom for a 3. So BB's attempted 3 3-pointers on 3 shots. Wilson gets the tie-up. Possession arrow pointing toward the Beavers. Bloom thought about that one, but now he gets it into Dentlinger. Dentlinger, that's his shot down to the box.
Really, you look at the lineup that BB has on the floor. You have really 4 players who are extremely effective shooting the 3.
A scramble for the ball. Schmalbeck comes up with it. Dentlinger, he sees him deep. And
one too many there.
And he knows that he's upset about it. That was an easy 2.
The refs wouldn't let him get away with the
We're not playing in the NBA, Nick. Otherwise, he would have got away with it.
Steve, you're correct. Dentlinger drew the assignment of Driscoll.
Yes.
Looks like they're trying to set some strings to get him open, too.
There's Driscoll. He's called for the charge. Good job by Dentlinger taking the charge. And that could bode good for BV if Driscoll gets into foul problems early and has to sit on the bench.
You bet. Get him on the pine there. You don't have to worry about him.
A little miscommunication between Jamie Wilson and Aaron Bloom that time. BB leads at 5-2. We're just underway here. 17:40 to go, first half. And Dentlinger in with the rebound. Loras with a 2-3 zone and
B kind of undersized in there with Dentlinger getting in for the post up there. Not much B could have done on that. Sides foul.
Bloom from the corner. Nope. Just a little bit short. Forward pulled down by Driscoll. Driscoll driving. Good job by BV to stop his penetration. And B lost underneath. That's another turnover. Loras going up to 2-3 zone right now. And the shot clock down to 15. Douglas driving baseline. He's got it.
Excellent move there by Brad Douglas. Able to get the baseline, put it off the glass there.
The steal by Aaron Bloom. BV's got a chance to build on their 5-point lead. Denlinger. Oh, my. Wow.
That was from the silver plate little thing in the front of the volleyball nets. It just goes up and bombs.
Good night, Irene. Nick Denlinger hitting from the cheap seats. And Coach Lem Bezer for Loras wants to talk it over with his club. BV has come out on fire here from the three-point land, and especially Denlinger as we have a 10-2 lead. 16:30 to go in the half.
Good thing about BV able to hit those threes early, that's really going to open up the inside. It's probably going to pull them out of their zone too. Can't sit back in the zone if you're getting threes rained on all day. So might pull them out of the zone, and then Wilson and Dentlinger maybe could get it open inside, especially maybe get Wilson going inside.
Today's broadcast of BV Loras is sponsored by Silkscreen Inc. of Storm Lake. See the friendly people at Silkscreen Inc. for all of your screen printing needs. Stay tuned at the end of this one. York and I will be announcing our Silkscreen Inc. player of the game. It's the player who most contributes to their team's victory. And Driscoll double team down low. He misses. Wilson with the rebound. Jamie Wilson, the team's leading rebounder. The conference's leading rebounder, 10.5 points a game. Denlinger down low, gets fouled.
So it looks like maybe early here that they're trying to get Dentlinger going. He's hit some threes, and he's been able to get it inside effectively too. So pretty good inside and out player. He can post up or hit the three. A very complete player.
He's averaging 16 points a game for the Beavers. That's the leading scorer. And Nick is able to hit the first free throw. On the season, Denlinger is a 61% shooter from the free throw line. This will put BV up by 10 early, and it does. So Loras really hasn't been able to get any offensive rhythm going thus far. Driscoll from out deep. Jason Driscoll answers Denlinger's squeeze. It's 12-5. Douglas from three. He's got it!
Brad Douglas showing he has some range too. We all knew that. He's very effective from behind the stripe too. Son of Doyle Douglas, one of the best. Actually, I believe he still owns some punting records here. One of the most tremendous student athletes that's ever come out of BV, and his son's following his footsteps up on the basketball court. So I know Doyle's here. I talked to him last night, so I know he's really pleased with the job that his son's been doing this season on the basketball court and as well in the classroom.
Schmalbeck no good on that layup. And the steal by Schmalbeck. He's got Denlinger all by himself, and Nick for the easy deuce. BV up 17-5, 16 minutes to go, first half. Tom Kepman down low is fouled by, they're going to push on Denlinger. That's his team's first foul. Two new substitutions going into the ballgame, Matt Jansen and Landon Roth.
Jansen, a good rebounder coming off the bench. You know, gets over 4 rebounds a game. So need guys like that to come off the bench and work hard and get some rebounds for you.
That's Costello for 3, no good. BVU with a chance to build on a 12-point lead. Jansen down low. And Jansen is tough. He draws the double team and still is able to get the foul.
I know that's one person who left school last year and came back, and it looks like he put on, definitely was in the weight room during the summer. And that's made him a better ball player inside you. Can't push him around.
Yes, you're exactly right. Matt Jansen plays a lot bigger than his size. He's only 6'4", but he's a great inside player. From Fort Dodge, St. Edmund. Nate Bjorken now checked into the game as well. Odie for 3 again. He's got it!
I saw him nod his head to Bjorken like, hey, I'm on fire, give me the ball. I demand it.
And you see him on defense, he's talking it up. He's feeling it early. And that gets contagious. We saw Denlinger hit a couple threes, then Odie steps in, he hits a couple threes. Pretty much, then everybody thinks they can hit him. And it's a good feeling.
A lot of weapons.
And Loras really struggling on defense, man. Give credit to BV. Douglas for 3. This time he misses. But you're right, York. As soon as he got the ball, he knew what he was doing with it. He put it up right away.
You bet. Not allowing the defender to get out there on him. Not afraid to fire that. And when you got his percentage from the three-point line, he shouldn't be. He's hitting 34% from the three-point line this season. Very good job for Douglas this season there.
And the ball is kicked. It will stay with BV. Well, at the top of the show, we said one of the keys for Loras is three-point shooting. York, if you think a team would make three-pointers, it would be Loras. They're the leading three-point shooting team in the conference at 38%. And BV, quite frankly, has not been able to hit since O.J. Freilich was injured in the game at Loras a couple of weeks ago. So it's good to see a three-point shooting get back on track.
You bet. I'm sure that's something that Coach Van Haft has been talking to him about. The outside game for the the people outside may have needed to step it up a little bit, but it looks like they're well on their way tonight. Some early threes there by Douglas and Detlinger.
Jason Driscoll out top, and Loras is really having trouble against this BV defense, the best defense in the league. Driscoll and Landon Roth thought he had the tie-up. It's going to be a foul. Let's take it downstairs. Brent Johnson has got the president of Buena Vista University, Fred Moore.
So as you implemented the SWAT program, could you tell us some of the progress within those strategic teams that is now in place?
Well, yeah, we have a lot going on. If I tick off and think about all the various teams in the area of human resources, we fully staff that effort and have a lot of action plans underway for staff and faculty. Facilities, we've completed the renovation of Edson Hall. With respect to the academic team, of course, we have the major gift of the Kaplans and the Youngs into the New American College Venture Fund, and some exciting proposals coming out of that for the academic program. New ventures we're talking about growing up to about 1275 for full-time enrollment here on the main campus. The co-curricular team, of course, we were in the national search for a chaplain, so there are a lot of exciting things happening.
Or you've been on campus now for about 2 years. What are some of the highlights that you've had over these last 2 years?
Oh gosh, it's just a lot of fun. It'd be hard to pick out one thing over and above anything else. For example, like being here for basketball games and athletic events is a lot of fun. I particularly enjoy spending time with students. Sometimes in my job I travel a lot, as you know, and spend a fair amount of time on administrative matters, but it's a lot of fun to be with students.
So what do you see the future for BV right now?
Oh, I think it's very bright. It's a very competitive marketplace out there, but we're doing quite well, both in the enrollment here at the main campus with the new graduate program and also in the center. So I think things are very bright, but we have to run very hard. It's very competitive.
Well, President Moore, thank you very much, and we're going to send it back up to York and Scott.
Thanks very much.
Okay, Brent Johnson talking with the president, Fred Moore. While you were away, Jason Driscoll was able to hit a basket, and Loras has pulled it within 12. It scores 20-8 with 11:44 to go in first half. And that's Driscoll on baseline. He got the basket and the foul. Jason Driscoll, right there, York, you can see why he is considered the best offensive player in this league.
You bet. That was a nice turnaround jump shot. Able to hit it with and draw the foul, so a chance for a three-point play. Looked early like he wasn't involved in the offense, but looks like he's getting going. Has been getting going here, and that's maybe a bad sign for the Beavers. Might want to change up their defense, or maybe look to go over and help and double on him or something.
And so Driscoll completes a three-point play. You mentioned BV pretty much, they played a man hand in his face. It was just a great job by Driscoll to hit the shot. So it's 20-11. We got Bjorken, Roth, Jansen, Dentlinger, and Blumen there for BV. Dentlinger from 30 feet. Yeah! That's some range, baby. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. 3 3-pointers so far in the first 9 minutes of the first half. And BV right now is 5 for 10 shooting from downtown, and Loras just 1 for 2.
So yeah, BV's getting some. They've all 10 have been very good looks at threes too. So even though Dentlinger's pulling up from 5 feet behind the three-point line sometimes, and doesn't matter. They're good shots, and he's hitting nothing but the bottom of the net on them. It's nice to see Dentlinger getting going early in a game like this.
And he's one of those players that if he gets on a roll, there's just no stopping him all game long. He's been known to throw up 23 pointers a game when he was in high school at Carroll Kemper.
Yeah, he still holds some three-point records there. Quite the high school player, led him down to state.
Driscoll from downtown, no good, he's short. Anthony B comes up with a rebound out of nowhere. B.
Looked like he was shuffled his feet. Van Haften's almost on the court, telling the ref what he thinks about that one.
Kepman inside, and they're going to get him for a walk, so it doesn't matter anyway. BV will get the ball back.
Good defense by Jansen. He kept his hands straight up, wasn't leaving the ground, and I think if the travel had been called, it definitely would have been an offensive charge there. So great team defense by the Beavers.
Both teams now with 4 fouls. And checking in for Loras is Nick Burrell, and he is Dentlinger, and he's just lighting up the place. I don't know if anybody can stop him right now. He's just launching him from wherever he's at on the floor.
I think he's in the zone.
And it's 5-second call, and the ball goes back to BV, and listen to this crowd.
Definitely getting the crowd into it early, 26-11. Hit a bunch of threes. Dentlinger has 3 or 4, I believe, and the last one he rattled in. That's just a good way to get the crowd involved.
So BV is just playing phenomenal right from the get-go tonight. They're up 26-11. Dentlinger again. Wow. If you'd hit that one, the roof would have come off this place.
The place would have ripped in half.
So Dentlinger is human after all as he misses. And Loras takes advantage. Justin Frisk with the layup. He's a senior from Aurora, Wisconsin. York already this half, Dentlinger 18 points.
She's off to a great start.
Baseline pass into Dentlinger. He almost had another conventional three-point play. The old-fashioned way, but didn't quite get the shot to go down. Give credit to Aaron Bloom with the great baseline pass.
Yeah, Dentlinger's 4 or 5 from the three-point line, 2 or 3 on his twos, and 2-2 from the line for 18 points early, halfway through the first half here. So already a great night, and surpassing the scoring average. So.
And he's really coming into his own this year. He struggled with injury problems throughout his career here at BV. He's had a lot of leg problems his freshman and sophomore years.
Yeah, it was bad to see, but he stayed with it. He went down in the rehab room when he had to. And he recovered from those injuries when a lot of people just probably would have given up, and it's really paying off this season for him.
That's right. Nick missed the first couple of games this year with an injury, but he's been back and healthy since then. And we'll That last free throw puts BV up 27-13, so we've now doubled the score. And after caught the ball on the sidelines, it'll be back to Loras. Down low, they get it to Kozowski, and Kozowski converts it.
From Monmouth, Illinois.
Gallagher's in the corner all alone, short, and he got his own rebound. Great! He's really playing well tonight.
That's a true sign of a shooter. He knew it wasn't good when he released it, so he immediately went to the boards and was able to get his own rebound. He knows before anybody else if that shot's going to go in or not. And it was a good effort to get the ball there and an easy putback. So Nettlinger having a very good first half for sure.
BVU at the 14th. There's Driscoll on the baseline. And that's a tough shot. He's leaning forward and able to hit it still.
That's what makes him an effective scorer. He's able to hit those half-balance shots.
Driscoll came in averaging 22 points a game, the leading scorer in the conference. Here's Bloom. And he'll be fouled, and he's going to have 3 shots on the line. Justin Frisk fouled him.
Personal foul, charge foul, 33, Justin Frisk.
And Aaron Bloom, I believe, is the team's leading free throw shooter at around
78%, you bet. 36 out of 46 for the year. He's got terrific form on his shot. It's obviously something he's worked on since he was picked up a basketball when he was young.
Bloom from Albert City.
Yeah, they had some pretty good high school teams while he was in high school. Jeremy Maroney's an RA on McCord this year, and a guy went his freshman year, Chad Biggins. All three were good shooters, and they all very good players, and they had some really good seasons.
And there seems to be a conference out to referees. Coach John Lembezer for Loras talked to him, and now Van Haften's starting to go over to the scores table. Not sure what it is they're trying to figure out here. But Bloom should have one more free throw left.
Yeah, he gets 3 on 3 shots on if you get fouled on the 3. So
Honeykiss Pizza is a proud sponsor of tonight's BV William Penn basketball doubleheader. Call 732-2222 right now, and you could be enjoying a hot, fresh pizza delivered right at your doorstep before halftime. So stop by and pick it up, or call and have it delivered. Honeykiss Pizza, the best pizza in town. And a reminder, stay tuned at the end of the game tonight. York and I will be announcing our Honeykiss Pizza off the bench contributor. And so word goes to the player who comes off the bench to give his team the biggest spark. And a nice pass to Curry.
Excellent tip there by Burr there.
Curry is the conference leading three-point shooter at 38%. Bloom driving baseline. And he's fouled on the floor. Oh, they're called charge.
Actually, I think his foot was on the line there. He got too far on the baseline. But that was excellent ball reversal there. Quick passes out on the perimeter for the Beavers. And that allows people to be able to penetrate and some open threes, making the defense shift and reversing it quickly for some open shots.
So your score is 31-29, 7:38 remaining. Turnaround jump shot by Gavoski, no good. Board by B, no good. Board by Cutman, and finally they're able to get to the line. Good job on the old boards that time for the Dewhawks.
You bet. In that particular sequence, he had 3 Beavers standing right underneath the basket, not boxing anybody out. Allowed allowed Loras to get some offensive rebounds there and trip to the line.
Ketman no good on the first. 6'5" senior from Bellevue, Iowa. No good on the second. Wilson with the rebound. Schmalback with the drive, no good, short. And Loras is ahead. Fast breaking, this is good.
Oh, monster block. Denlinger slapping that one off the glass there.
Denlinger is able to get the boards, good hustle. Well, he's going to keep firing them up. Time just a little bit long. BV sticking with their man-to-man defense, the #1 rated defense in the league, and giving up only 66 points a game. Spurry with it on top. He's dangerous three-point shooter. Kozlowski no good. Brick. Landon Roth, the freshman, with the rebound.
Yeah, he's seen a little bit more playing time now after the injury to Freilich, and he's done the most with it. And he's a good player coming off the bench, and we're looking for good things from him in the next few years.
Bloom inside. Yeah, Landon Roth in a JV game earlier this year, he scored 43 points. So he does have that ability to score, and he's played some quality minutes here for Coach Van Haften in the last couple of weeks.
That kind of opens up a coach's eyes, and he says, well, that boy maybe need to get a little more time up on here on varsity. 43 points in a game is tremendous.
Jamie Wilson, we've seen that throughout this year. Jamie Wilson able to hit the baseline, mid-range shot, that 15-foot baseline shot.
You know, he likes that shot a lot, and he's extremely effective from there.
So with 5:45 to go first half, BV has a 14-point lead, and they built that lead because of 5 3-pointers, 3 by Denlinger and a couple by Douglas. BV got out of the gates early. Here's Denlinger again for 3. He's short. So Denlinger's gone cold now. He's 0 for his last 2 from 3-point land. Anthony B is going to be on the line, shooting 1. Both teams have 6 fouls, so actually BV has 7 fouls, so from here on in, Loras will be on the 1-and-1. Anthony B, a point guard from St. Paul, Minnesota. Excuse me, he's from Bellwood, Illinois, a senior. And makes a pair. Pulls Loras to within 12. Bloom thought about the 3, but decided not to take it. And Denver's in trouble on here. 15 to go on the shot clock. Douglas on the drive, and he gets it knocked away. Bloom comes back with the steal. Wilson, way off.
Kind of looked like he wasn't squared up on that one and fading away.
Kozlowski with the 15-footer, no good, in and out. And rebound by Anthony B. B crashing the old boards.
Talked about him a little bit earlier in the game, and maybe he needed to compliment Driscoll. And I think B's been playing really well, hustling, getting some offensive boards, even at being one of the smaller players in the court.
And we have a timeout on the floor with 4:30 to go. BV up by 10. Right now, Coach Van Haften just telling his players, we got ahead early. Let's just try to maintain this 10-point lead and build on it. Loras has made a little bit of a run here to get back to 10 points. Three-point shooting for BV Dentlinger is 4 for 8, and the rest of the team is 2 for 8. So we've already put up 16 three-pointers in the first half. That's amazing. Especially with the absence of Freilich. Freilich was, at the time of his injury, was leading the team in three-pointers at 50% three-point range. It's unbelievable. Wilson down low.
Excellent job getting the ball there, turning and using his left to put it off the glass there. Hard to defend when you're going from the left side using your left hand.
And the steal by Schmalbeck. We have a 3-on-1 fast break. Schmalbeck's got to take it himself. Coast to coast.
You bet. Hey, there's Schmalbeck just showing his tremendous speed. He's one of the top runners on the track team. And
look at him hustle to get back on D. He's already back there.
You bet. He's extremely quick and a hard worker.
Ryan Schmalbeck, a junior guard from Belmont, Iowa.
Yeah, that's out in my area. We played each other in high school. Actually, we scrimmaged each other. And came to college here. And we didn't think too highly of each other in high school, but kind of left that behind and found out he was a really good guy and a hard worker on the basketball team for sure.
Driscoll, we haven't called his name in a while. He misses a three. Ketman inside. Wow. Ketman has got some power inside. He gets out for two. Score is 37-25. Douglas about got the tip in.
Looks like Douglas might have caught an eye on that particular play.
Down low, that's an easy layup. So Loras got a couple easy layup opportunities. That one by Kozlowski. Puts him to within 10. 2:45 to go, first half.
After getting down early, Loras has been able to stick with the Beavers here. Not letting the game get too out of hand, just kind of hanging with them.
Loras in that 2-3 zone with Kevin in the middle. Schmalley for three, way off. Nice offensive board by Wilson. He can't make it either. So BB's gone cold here as of late. Jason Wilson cut to double figures. Go ahead, Yo.
Sorry about that. When they do have those little offensive dry spells, their defense always keeps them in the game. The hard-working defense.
That's right. That's how they were able to come back against Wartburg last Friday. We saw it in the second half. I think Van Hatten picked up a technical foul with 3 minutes to go in the first half. From then on, they really put the clamps down on defense. And even though they weren't making their shots, you got a feeling that sooner or later they would come back, and that's what happened. Dentlinger got hot, and that defense was able to make them come back and win that game in overtime.
Yeah, and I believe that was only the second technical in Van Haften's coaching career. One of the best coaches in the state of Iowa in high school at St. Mary's. Had some really good teams there, and he keeps his cool over there, and that's good for a coach.
Oh, nice fast break opportunity. Jason Driscoll getting easy 2 points. And since BV started off on a 20-5 lead, Loras has outscored him 24-17.
You bet, yeah. Got down early there by 15 and kind of scrapping their way back into this. Loras wasn't about to give up.
I think it'd be a big confidence booster for the Loras players. They can cut this to single digits before the half. And you see Brian Fisher, he's checked into the game.
Big number, double zeros. Feed the fish.
BV trying to get it down low to Fisher, but Loras is doing a good job of packing it down and low. 10 on the shot clock. Fisher
doing exactly what I thought they did. Went into Fisher, what I thought they should do, and he's able to. He kind of gets bumped there and fades away and goes with the right. Real nice looking shot and gets the roll.
He's got soft hands for a big player.
Oh, you bet.
Kind of like Victor Alexander a few years back from Iowa State.
And he's a tremendous bowler too, and a good citizen.
From Storm Lake, Iowa. The three by Costello, no good. Gently goes to boards. 46 seconds to go in the game. There's about a 12-second differential between the shot clock and game clock, so BVU's going to have to get a shot off here. That's the game clock in the lower right-hand portion of your screen. Dentlinger cross court to Schmalbeck, driving baseline. He's hammered. Going to the line, shooting two.
Schmalbeck not afraid to take that right inside the lane with the big guys. Does a good job of getting in there and drawing the foul.
Reminder, coming up at halftime, I'll be interviewing Coach Janet Berry on her win tonight over Loras. We'll also have an interview with Coach Mary Rupiper, the women's golf team, which is rated 4th in Division III. And Karen Skold is a women's golfer. She's rated #1 according to scoring average in the nation in Division III. So it should be a good spring golf season to look forward to for the women. So it's a 41-29 ball game. 15 seconds to go. Loras is going to hold for one here. Let's see if they probably try to isolate Driscoll on the baseline.
Might look to.
There's a double screen for Driscoll. He's a three. Got it.
Not a lot Dentlinger could do on that one. It almost looked like he was going to go down and set a screen, and then he in turn got two of them and rolled back up, popped high, and hit the three with 1 second on the clock.
So Loras pulls to within 9 points. It's a big confidence booster. Maybe the momentum starting to switch there toward the end of the half. And it's a 41-32 game as both teams head into their locker rooms. And keep it here. The drill team is going to be performing shortly. Attention basketball fans, if you want to get the inside scoop on the Beavers, and be sure to watch Center Court. It is a weekly half-hour coaches show that brings you all the highlights and recaps of last week's games. You can catch it Mondays at 7, Wednesdays at 9, and Fridays at 8 on Innovation Video Cable Channel 3. Innovation Video is your home for Buena Vista sports coverage.
Drown your campfires with water. Then stir and drown again.
We count on you to do what Smokey says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
Sally wants to be a surgeon someday. Maybe she'll operate on you. Now, would you like a free booklet of simple ways you can help improve her education? Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
Okay, welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse.
And basically the team came out and we're never threatened at all, same as yesterday, and you swept the homestand, so congratulations.
Yeah, we feel really good about that. We said at the locker room we wanted to come in at halftime and feel really good about what we did in the first half, and we had a 20-point lead at halftime, and again, I got to compliment Teresa Breifogel. She had another really good night. She goes 9 for 10 from the field, and really set the tone for us early. Had some just fantastic fast break layups. We did a good job. We got a lot of buckets in transition, and our goal tonight was not to let Loras have easy buckets, and that's what we did over there, too much, and they didn't get any easy ones tonight. They earned every point they got, and got everybody to play on Parents' Night, and we were really happy about that.
Yeah, that's right. They had the second leading scorer in the conference. I forget what her name was right off the hand, but you shut her down pretty good, and a great inside tandem of Breifogel and Brasna, and when one comes in, the other one doesn't miss a beat. And basically, you just went too much for them inside tonight. And give credit to the girls for getting on the ball.
Yeah, we did a good job getting into our post players, and that we knew that lob was going to be open for us, and we were going to hit that. And then we scored it. We shot very well from the field, and I guess the only one disappointment is that we didn't shoot our free throws as well as we can. And they outboarded us tonight big time, which was, it's kind of funny because before the game, or this afternoon at a shooter, I told our kids that we don't out-rebound them 5, we're not going to win the game. So, but obviously I was wrong about that, so that's good.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty dominating, convincing victory for the BV women. I guess the good Loras Ball Club, you got revenge after a 1-point loss at their place, so it looked easy tonight. So congratulations and good luck on Tuesday night's game. And hopefully, depending on what Luther does, we can maybe get tied in the conference, and who knows what else can happen after that. But great job by the women as they protect their #3 ranking in the Western region. We'll be back after these short messages. Stay tuned. You're watching Innovation Video Sports. Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying tonight's coverage of the basketball games. I'm with Coach Mary Rootpiper, the women's golf coach here at BV. And Coach Rootpiper, first of all, congratulations on an excellent fall season. Once again, your teams had an excellent run at it, ranked nationally and in Division III. And Karen Skold ended up second in the medalist honors. And she's ranked #1 right now overall. And so why don't you quick recap last fall for us?
We actually had a pair of bookends. We actually won the first tournament handily, and we won the last tournament handily, but unfortunately in between there we weren't able to capture any wins. We had real competition from Simpson constantly, and they tended to take it to us in the middle of the season.
Yeah, that's right. That's a big rivalry with Simpson, I know, and it was really close, and it came down to the wire lots of times. Just depended on maybe how the golfers are feeling that particular day. But as you look again this spring, that's your main rival.
That's right. We probably won't see Simpson, but maybe once or twice this spring. Our spring breaks are at different times of the year, so we're going to go down to Texas and play 3 tournaments down there the last week of March, and then we will play a tournament here in Storm Lake, and I predict that Simpson will come up here to play, and then we'll go over to Eastern Iowa and play for a day over at Mount Mercy, and I also think Simpson will be there.
Okay, well, golf is a difficult sport. It kind of depends on Mother Nature, especially in the early spring, as to when you can get out and start hitting balls for practice. And, of course, that spring break trip will help you out in the last week of March as you go down to Texas, and that's going to be some pretty good competition down there, I'll bet.
Yeah, we will see Hardin Simmons, which is ranked 5th in the nation right now in Division III, and being that we're ranked #4, I think the head-to-head competition will do us some good.
That's right, and down there those teams play a couple more months out of the year than you do because that's available to them in that weather. But so there's a good chance. And then after that, you go to have a meet at BV and at Storm Lake at Lake Creek, and that'll be in middle of April sometime.
Actually, it'll be probably right around the last part of April. We've got to finish the season and complete the season before the 5th of May in order to qualify for nationals.
That's right, and of course, BV will be expected probably to make another trip to nationals, and where's that held at this spring?
It's Howey in the Hills. It's a suburb of Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida, and so we're rated 4th going into the season, and along with Simpson, it should be a great thing to watch. Always. They have all their people back. We have our people back for the spring. And again, Karen Skold and your #2 golfer is right there as well.
Kim Mosier is my #2 player. And right now she's sitting at 6th in the region and 15th overall in the nation. Kim's done a lot of work on her swing, and I think that she has a good chance, if we don't qualify as a team, to qualify as an individual.
All right, so that's the way it looks for the spring, Coach. And good luck to you in nationals, and hopefully we can keep this great women's golf program we got going.
Yeah, I hope so. The recruiting years are looking good, so I think that the tradition should continue.
Okay, thanks a lot, Coach Rootpiper, for stopping by tonight, and we'll be back in a second after these messages.
All right, Scott Heinley, York Flaggy with you in Stevens Fieldhouse. We're at halftime. The score is 41-32 Beavers. And Nick Dallinger is a big part of that lead that we have right now, York.
You bet. Hey, in the first half, Nick was showing he's got crazy skills out there. He ended up shooting 7 for 11 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 21 big points in the first half. He was obviously in his zone, just tearing it up, and Loras has to find an answer for him. And also, one of the other starters, Brad Douglas, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Had a very, very good first half for those 2 individuals.
Yeah, let's take a look at the halftime stats. Rebounding pretty much equal. Turnovers not really a problem, although Loras did have a couple costly ones. And everything pretty much equal. Except for field goals. You see the field goals, PV only 1 more, but you got to keep in mind that counts 3-point shots, and PV had about 7 or 8 more 3-pointers than Loras.
It says that BV had 12 first half rebounds. 8 of those went to Jamie Wilson, so doing a tremendous job on the boards, even if he was 2 of 5 from the field, but if he's not scoring, he's rebounding. Just has a desire to get the ball there.
That's right, Jamie Wilson is a senior academically, but he Yeah, has one more year eligibility left remaining if he chooses to play basketball next year, and I think that's going to happen. So we're underway here in the second half, and we'll see if the Beavers can't keep playing good defensively.
They see that matchup of Dentlinger and Driscoll. People wanted the offensive charge there, but our fine core of referees were not having it.
Douglas from three. Got it!
That's Douglas's third three on the night, giving him 11 points for the game. And I know that he definitely wanted to have a good game as mom and dad both came to the game. So I'm really happy for him. He's a good person.
There's Luskovic, no good, and he got foul on the floor. The first half, Jason Driscoll had 16 points for Loras. And we mentioned off the top of the show, he's the #1 offensive player in the conference, averaging 22 points a game, and he's doing nothing to hurt that average tonight.
You bet, yeah, he was very effective. 6 of 10 shooting, so shooting 60%. He got some good looks, including that last three. Dentlinger had to fight through a couple screens, just wasn't able to get there. And he's only a junior, Driscoll, so might have to put up with him for another year.
Anthony B at the line, and he makes it a 8-point game. 44-36, 19 to go in regulation. Loras sticking with that 2-3 zone. Douglas for another three, no good. This time he's long. Brad Douglas has made the transition from off the bench to starting since O.J. Freilich's injury.
You bet, yeah, he's been doing a very effective job starting, and he was great in the role coming off the bench too.
I saw Coach Van Haften at halftime, and he told his team to keep up the intensity in the second half, and we should be okay.
Jason Driscoll, his third.
Schmalbeck with 20 on the shot clock, gets it down low to Wilson. Wilson, good with the shot. And that makes it a 10-point ball game, 46-36. Loras trying to get Driscoll open. Remember, at the end of the half, he had a three-pointer. They said a double pick for him. Let's go down to the floor right now, and Brent Johnson has Neil Ball, our Campus Night Watchman. Brent.
I'm standing here with Neil Ball, a BV icon in himself. And Neil, what's some of your reaction from the first half?
Well, I think the boys were real hot there for the first part of the first half, but then they kind of cooled off. The boys were real good on the three-pointers. They were hitting pretty. Dentlinger was dropping them in there pretty good for a while.
If you were coaching the team, what would you tell them at halftime?
Well, I'm not a coach, so that, I don't know. Hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Well, you've been on campus for a couple of years now. Is this one of the better basketball teams you've seen?
Yeah, it's one of the more recent ones we've had, yeah, you bet. Looking real good.
Well, thank you very much, Neil, and we'll toss it back up to York and Scott.
All right, thanks a lot, Brent. And here's Driscoll for three. No good, in and out. Schmelly comes up with a rebound, and we're running with it. We had a 3-on-3. Dentlinger from three, no good.
It's something good about Brent Johnson in his interviews. He gets the inner fibers of the college, and he finds out what's going on.
And we got the three-point shot by Loras. No good. Dentlinger came away and said, get that out, but they're going to call him with the foul.
Almost has to bite his lip on that one. I don't think he agreed with the call. But able to keep his composure.
So Anthony B goes back to the free throw line where he made 2 free throws just moments ago.
Dentlinger is a team leader in block shots at 21, so he's averaging just over 1 block shot a game. So for a guy of his size, he has some pretty good leaping ability, and he's able to deflect some of those shots away.
B makes make it an 8-point game. It's been bouncing back and forth between 8 and 10 points for the last 5 minutes or so. Working it around the perimeter. Finally, they get inside to Wilson. Back out to Dentlinger for 3. Got it! Dentlinger from way downtown.
Can we say he's El Fuego? He's having a great game. Is that his 5th or 6th of the game?
That's Nick's his 5th three-pointer of the game. And he's got 24. Schmall with the steal. And we've got 2 on 3, so we're going to slow it up to a foul.
Looks like Schmalback just lost the handle on the ball there.
So it's 49-38 with 16:35 to go in regulation. Anthony B guarded by Schmalbeck. Jason Driscoll guarded by Dentlinger. Get it down low. And Bloom came up with a block. Aaron Bloom.
You bet. Hey, able to get a hand on the ball there and keep the shot down there, and Beavers are going the other way.
I want to say hi to all you folks listening around the nation on Real Audio. As Bloom no good on a baseline shot. Dentlinger comes up with the offensive board. No good. He'll be on the line shooting 2.
Way to crash the boards by Dentlinger there and put the ball up right away. Almost got the roll and a chance at a 3-point play, but very confident free throw shooter, and he's going to get a chance to go there and shoot 2.
This is the debut weekend of the Internet Real Audio broadcast of the games here, and if you are listening live via the internet, thanks a lot for checking us out. And if you are at home and you want to check that out yourself, go to the BVU homepage under Student Organizations Call to Attack, and at the top of the page you can click on that, and it will give you all the instructions you need to listen to us do the play-by-play. Dentlinger no good, rebounded by Driscoll. Anthony B driving, nice penetration by B.
That's a good job of B to get in the lane there. It looks like he's extremely quick, able to get in there quickly, and there was no one collapsed to help out.
Wilson with it down low. Oh, the King gets a foul, but draws the foul. Jamie Wilson in the first half, 8 rebounds to lead the team. He's averaging 10.5 boards a game. That puts him in the lead in the conference. BV is the second best rebounding team in the conference as well. Wilson hits a pair, puts BV up 51-40. 16:33 to go. Inside, they get it to the postman, Ketman. He's fouled by Schmalbeck. Right now, that's the 13th foul on Schmalbeck.
Schmalbeck looked pretty good on that one. Just might have gotten him with a little bit of body, but he jumped straight up in the air there. Kind of bumped him a little bit on it.
BV went into the locker room with a 9-point lead, and right now it's 10 with that free throw. You get a feeling one of these teams is going to go on a run, and either BV's going to break it open or Loras is going to get themselves back into this game. .15 to go in the half. BV still at their original 5 starters out there. Nice cross-court pass from Bloom. Aaron Bloom has a baseline shot. Give the assist to Jamie Wilson.
You bet. Hey, he looked at cross court there, and Bloom with the excellent shooting form was able to hit that.
Almost slapped away by Wilson, but Loras will get it back. BV is so unselfish passing this year. I think that's been one of the keys to their successes throughout the season is everybody from the guards to the big men have not been selfish with the basketball. They've been able to recognize the open player. 10 to go on the shot clock. Kepman out top. Got it. Tom Kepman.
He's
got some range.
You bet. Hey, he's having a really good game tonight. He's looks like he's a hard work in there.
And Bloom traveled on the near baseline, so it's going to be a turnover back to Loras. Of course, if the Beavers are able to complete the victory here, it's going to be a sweep of the homestand this weekend, all 4 games. Last night against William Penn, we had 2 victories. Women 18-point winners tonight against Loras. Steal by Bloom, so he redeems himself off that travel. Demlinger from 3. Got it! Nick Demlinger is on fire. 6 3-pointers so far in the game. He's got 27.
Here he comes from this box, a shot there.
We got 2-on-2. Here's Demlinger all the way. No good. They're going to call foul, and Nick will be on the line. Great job by Bloom that time to step in the passing lane and get the steal.
You bet, yeah. And then a great defensive play down, Dentlinger blocking the shot and trying to take it all the way there. But as you were saying, yes, Nick Dentlinger is on fire. He's been able to hit a lot of, over 50% of his threes tonight. And when you're shooting that good, you might as well just keep firing them up there.
And we have a technical foul on the Loras coach, Coach John Lembezer. He was halfway out to the half-court line, and if he doesn't watch out, he's going to get thrown out of this game. He is really hot right now. He's irate over something. I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
Get control of yourself, please. I'm not sure if he was unhappy about the call down there. It looked like maybe they called a foul on the rebound. It almost looked like Douglas may have been over the back, but I don't know if that call upset him.
So he got teed up anyhow. The refs didn't like it, and the Zebras, I guess, had the final say in this one. Oh, it's only a timeout. They're only going to call that a timeout, but I swear they gave him the technical because he was halfway out to the half-court line and yelling and pointing his fingers at the refs, and could have fooled me. But
hey, you got to watch those things.
He was arguing. Here's what happened. He was arguing about who should have been shooting the free throws, and he thought that maybe Schmalbeck should have been shooting instead of Dentlinger. But the way we have it now, Dentlinger is on the line and he makes the first one. So he thought maybe the wrong player was on the line.
But there definitely was no technical.
Yeah, I was wrong. My bad. And Dentlinger hits a pair. Jansen will check back in for him. And Nick gets a well-deserved rest. BV has opened up a 15-point lead. The biggest lead was 17 points in the first half, midway through the first half. There's a nice double team on Driscoll down low. Driscoll working baseline, spin move, no good. Wilson pulls it down. Jamie Wilson has done an excellent job on the boards tonight. Entry pass down low to Jansen. Pump fake, no good. We got a loose ball and jump ball possession arrow pointing toward the Beavers. We have a 20-second timeout by Loras. Be sure to watch Innovation Video, the only live newscast produced in Storm Lake. Innovation News is a 20-minute broadcast of the local and national news, weather, and sports. The newscasts air live at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, only on Innovation Video, Cable Channel 3. Innovation Video is your source for the best coverage of news events in Storm Lake and Buena Vista University.
I believe you're an anchor for that, aren't you?
I do the sports. For that occasionally, yes.
And a very good job you do too. That's what word is around the campus that.
I appreciate that.
You've obviously found
I do have a following out there of sorts.
Almost a cult-like following.
And there's a 3 drained by the 14 for Loras. Nick Rye. he's a leading three-point shooter in the conference, and if he gets on fire, you can look out. Might be able to put Loras back into the game. They're within 12 right now with 12:50 to go. And this baseline shot by Jimmy Wilson. He's got a sweet touch.
You bet. With the left hand too, a lot of people don't even realize that. They come out and used to a lot of people shooting with their right, and he's shooting with the opposite hand, and that's also real effective for him. Sometimes working inside, he's able to turn and use his left. A very complete player.
He's got the whole package. Anthony B down low and gets it to fall. Anthony B, even though he's a guard, he's got a good post game. He's gone down there a lot tonight, posted up the smaller guard, small back, and has had some success.
You bet, yeah. And we said at the beginning that he had to get involved, perhaps to complement Driscoll, and he's been having a pretty good game, rebounding and working outside and inside.
Jansen working down low, no good. Raw took the board, puts it up and in, landed one. Working the windows.
You bet. Hey, good awareness there, able to get the board and put it back in.
Beavers lead it by 14. 11:40 to go in this one. Anthony B fakes the three, and he took too many steps. Bjork can check in for Schmalback. Loras still in the 2-3 zone. Jansen down low. He's got to get rid of it. Good interception by B. And Loras doesn't have a number, so they'll slow it up. Loras, pretty good ball club. They're 8-11 and 600 now with conference of 6-6. Down low, it's Driscoll, no good. And he's accustomed to making that shot, but he's missed a few of those tonight. Give credit to the BB defense. Here's Bloom for three. On the far baseline, Aaron Bloom connects from way downtown. And Chris calls timeout.
You got almost open the lead to, it's right now at 17, the biggest lead of the game for BV, and Loras coach might be feeling this slipping away here.
The next telecast by Innovation Video Sports will be next Friday night when the Beavers play the Central Flying Dutchman in a conference doubleheader. The women will start things off at 6, and the men tip off at 8. Live coverage from Stevens Fieldhouse starts with the pregame show at around 5:50. Innovation Video is your home for live coverage of BV sporting events.
BVU for Vista set a new world record in the long jump, 18, 2 3/4 speed.
And we have
Division III on that qualifier.
results from the conference indoor track meet over at Luther, which was going on yesterday and today. Melanie Ewell set an indoor record on the long jump, and with that she automatically qualifies for the Nationals, which will be held later on this spring. Congratulations to Melanie. B down low and gets the easy basket. He had some ups there.
Yeah, his hands were up by the rim there. So I think if he had another step, he might have just went up with two hands and decided to cock the hammer on that one.
Down low, Jansen. And he is hammered. He's going to get trouble. We're just about the halfway point in the second half. BB leads it by 15. And neither team is really, BB started to pull away, but Loras stays in it with plays like that to Driscoll, who has been basically the only cog in the offense to this point.
And that's, I think, the way it's been for him all year. Got the one weapon.
Boom! From the baseline, no good. B with the rebound. Driscoll from downtown, no good, air ball. And 3-point shooting the second half. BV is 4 out of 6 with help from Detlinger and Bloom, and Loras 1 for 3. So BV continuing to put them up and is paying dividends. Loras gets the steal. Nice drive by Nick Burry with the right hand.
Excellent move. You're completely right, Scott. You know your basketball.
Cross-court pass, it's Wilson from this time from the near baseline, and that's automatic, that baseline shot, that 15-foot baseline shot for Wilson. It's money when he puts that up.
You bet. He's a real effective shooter from that baseline, and he's able to maybe pop out from the post a little bit and hit those open jump shots, giving him a kind of a really good inside-out game for Wilson there.
We have a jump ball. It looks like Landon Roth tied up Burry. Possession now pointing toward the Beavers. Detlinger checks back in for the stretch run. He'll go in for Wilson. Give Jamie a breather. Still have not seen Jeff Wilson yet tonight.
I have been really surprised about that. Wilson's a very effective player too, and hoping to see him maybe here in a little bit and get him in there, and he can demonstrate his skills for everybody here. And hey, in addition to being an athlete, Jeff Wilson is also a very, very good student and a positive role model.
Exactly. And there's a lot. That's the whole BV sports system. There were 7 academic All-Americans named last week, and congratulations to those 7. Okay, we got a ball out of bounds. Right now we're going to send downstairs to Brent Johnson for a floor report. Brent Johnson, take it away.
Standing here with Ben Cooper, a member of the men's baseball team. And Ben, when did practice start?
Practice started February 3rd, a couple Mondays ago.
Now you guys going to be taking a trip this spring?
Yeah, we're going down to Kentucky. And right through Missouri, right up through there.
So who are some of the conference favorites this year?
I'd say probably Upper Iowa. They're ranked number 7 in the nation, and probably William Penn and Simpson. They're right up there too.
Are you guys bringing back a lot of players, or is a lot of newcomers coming in?
Yeah, we have a lot of players. We might have a freshman start. We probably won't though. I don't know. It's just up to the coach, but we do have a lot of returning players.
All right. Thank you very much, Ben. We'll send it back up to York and Scott.
Thanks a lot, Brent Johnson. And Aaron Bloom for a second three-pointer, and he gets kind of. He's form tackled. He got knocked to the floor. He's going to be on the line shooting 3. While we were away, Aaron Bloom hit a 3-point shot, and the Beavers now hold a 16-point lead with just under 8 minutes to play in regulation.
Second time that's happened to Bloom tonight. He got fouled in the 3 earlier, so he gets a trip to the line.
Exactly. Aaron Bloom, an excellent 3-point shooter on the season. Aaron Bloom is shooting 34%, and you think maybe that on the other sidelines that the coach John Lemez are maybe telling his players, don't let Bloom get off the shot, but really don't want to foul in that situation. Do York and not send him to the line. He's an excellent free throw shooter as well.
Yeah, he's a top free throw shooter, and that's one of the worst fouls. You get 3 at the line, and especially his percentage, it's a bad foul because he's probably going to hit these 2, probably all 3. And in this case, he did hit all 3, so that makes him 5 of 6 from the line, shooting 80%, right around what he's shooting for the season. So.
And he exits to a round of applause. Driscoll on baseline, he got knocked away. B with the rebound, no good. He'll be on the line. Detlinger fouled him. Anthony B has been to the free throw line often tonight.
You bet, yeah, he's not afraid to get inside there and draw some fouls. If you're a coach, you got to like a player like that. But B's a senior this year, and he said earlier from Bellwood, Illinois, so wrapping up his career here in the next weekend or 2. So.
That's right. Most of the conference teams only have 3 games remaining. on Tuesday, the Beavers will travel to Indianola to face the Simpson Storm. And then next weekend is a couple of big games. The men and the women will host Luther on Friday night, or Central on Friday night, and then travel to Luther on Saturday. Bjorken from baseline, no good. Scoring by halves, BV held a 9-point halftime lead. So far in the second half, it's BV 32 and Loras 24. So BV can expanding on that lead. Landon Roth driving left and draws the foul on Lukoski.
Yeah, Lukoski was just kind of going along for the ride down the lane, almost kind of riding him on it, kind of riding his shoulder there. So able to pick up the foul there.
That's their fifth foul. Sixth foul of the half. Shoot it. Wilson down low is double teamed. Takes it to the hole anyway, no good. And scrambling for the rebound. And a loose ball. Possession arrow toward Loras. And we have a timeout on the floor. Oh, actually, they called timeout down there. One of the Loras players got the ball and went to the floor and was kind of tied up, and heads up play by him. He called timeout, and that's Loras' last timeout. So they'll have to go. If they're going to come back, they have to go this last 6:44 with no timeouts left.
Yeah, you hate to see that if you're a Loras fan. Run out of timeouts with 6:44 left. But you teach your players that, if you're in trouble like that, you don't get on the floor and you're going to get tied up. Use one of those timeouts. I'm sure he probably wasn't aware that it was their last. Might have just let that one go.
That's right. Good presence of mind. Nonetheless, when you're in that situation, to call that timeout.
You bet.
I've seen a lot of games in high school as well as college won and lost by the fact that a team called timeout in a situation like that.
Yeah, and one of the biggest games ever was when Chris Webber decided to call a timeout when there wasn't any. I know I love that because I'm not a big Michigan fan. And any evil that comes to them is good.
Lukoski. He's on the line, shooting too.
Gets the roll. Good free throw shooting by Lukoski.
And Odie up top with it, along with Denlinger, Bloom.
Uh-oh. Who's that, Scott? Hey,
and
Scott.
For two.
Who's that? Who's that, Scott? Scott, tell me a little bit about why she was on the TV screen.
I have no idea. And that's brilliant to drive, no good.
I don't know. That was almost kind of a questionable call. The ball kind of went into both Dentlinger's and Maxon's hands there.
York.
Yes.
Tune in to Innovation Video Cinema every night on Channel 13 from 7 to 11 for great movies ranging from your favorite classics to great new releases. Movies showing now to the middle of March include. What do they include?
They include such great movies like Happy Gilmore, Phenomenon, A Time to Kill, Gone with the Wind, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Goldeneye, Mallrats, Shattered, Mississippi Burning, Train Spotting, Beautiful Girls, and Jack. Remember, great movies are only as far away as your TV when you tune in to Cable Channel 13. Those are a wide variety of movies. Got your cartoons, you got movies for, the youngsters,
Something for everybody.
But hey, something for all ages. Gone with the Wind for the, it's just a tremendous thing they've got going on there. And I'm proud to even be a part of it.
And you are a big part of it. 5:24 to go in the game. BV leads at 75-59. And it's going to be an excellent victory for Coach Van Haften's club. They remain atop the Iowa Conference. If they can hold on, Bjorken far baseline. Got it! Bjorken is in the scoring column.
Yeah, out of Storm Lake High School, played along with Wilson in high school, Jamie Wilson, and former BVU player Dana Sieper. So they had quite the team. I think they went down to the barn their senior year. So
They did indeed. I was there to see it.
Oh yeah, because you were a part of that almighty Humboldt basketball team.
Exactly. Lost four games in the last 4 games of my junior and senior years. Cross-court pass. And BV trying to take some time off the clock now. Shot clock down at 10. It's Van Haften's telling his players to slow down. Wait till you get the good shot. As you can see him on the sidelines. Oh, Wilson got the roll! That ball ran around about 4 times. And Jamie Wilson is lucky with that one.
Wilson had enough time to run to the bench and get a drink before that thing finally rolled in.
And that's so Loras will inbounds from behind their own basket, down by 18 here with 4:19 to go. And both teams are in the bonus. So from here on out, there's a charge called, and Detlinger. Guess who took the charge? Nick Detlinger. He's done it all today. He's got a complete game.
Oh, he's rebounding. He's blocking shots. Everybody knows he's hitting the threes. Some from 5, 6, 7 feet from behind the three-point line. Tremendous game. He can go.
He's well on his way, I think, toward earning an first team all conference, maybe second team all conference berth this year in his junior year.
You bet. Hey, yeah, Van Haften has to be pleased that you got a player like that for another year.
Oh, circus shot by Douglas, not quite in.
I think he was fouled on that one. Douglas doesn't miss shots like that.
Yes, Douglas wanted the foul, but not got it. Douglas was hot as well from the three-point line in the first half.
You bet. Hey, one of Glidden Rolliston's all-time best players. I heard he just told me some stories about himself in high school, and I had an opportunity to play against Brad Douglas. My freshman year, I went to William Penn, and he was at DMAC, and we ended up playing them, and he had a tremendous game, and we recognized each other when we both came here and talked about that game. He was just killing us.
Lit you up. Lit you up like a Christmas tree.
It wasn't me personally. I should have been on him. I could have D'd him up, shut him down, but no. Brad had a great game, and hit him from both baselines, threes, and took control of the game.
Driscoll just hit a couple of threes for Loras as they're going to the full court pressure now. Pretty much the only thing they can do to try to get back in it. And BV, I believe, has gone to their double. No, they have not gone to their double point guard set, but you can bet Van Haften probably will here within the next minute or two. Detlinger's fouled. York, that's what BV's been doing, like when the game's been close or just to finish off the games they've been putting in, Bjorken and Schmalbach, both the point guards, maybe for ball handling, and also a couple of good free throw shooters for late in the game. I think that's a pretty good strategy.
Oh, you bet. It's excellent strategy by Van Haften to get both of them in there. Not a lot of turnovers from either one of them, and that'll help you break presses and stuff when you have 2 really good ball handlers like Bjorken and Schmalbach in the game.
Detlinger with a chance to add to his game high. 20-some points he has tonight.
Has to be coming right up on 30. I bet you he's probably already hit it.
Detlinger hits a pair of free throws. Puts BV up 81-63. Pretty high scoring game for BV. You don't see him hit the 80s too often. On the men's side anyway.
No, not always, but when you come out shooting like the way they are from the three-point line and many trips to the line, you're gonna probably get in the 80s.
Detlinger is kind of upset with that foul. He maybe thought it should have been intentional. He'll go back to the line.
Oh, and there he comes, Mr. Jeff Wilson, number 44, along with double zeros, big Brian Fisher. I just get a little excited. Just one of my boys.
And Wilson and Roth get a round of applause as they check out. Dantlinger with a chance to add to his game-high 30 points here, York.
Almost dead silence in the gym while he's shooting that free throw. Gotta like that when the home crowd lets you concentrate on those. And there goes Brad Douglas. Excellent game by him.
Yeah, Brad Douglas checking out the game. Did an excellent job. And also Brad Nelson's checked into the game for BV. Nelson.
From Blooming Perry, Minnesota.
The only player from out of state, a 6-foot sophomore. And a great round of applause, a standing ovation, in fact. The performance for Nick Dantlinger, who is going to be our silk screening player of the game later on, garnering 32 points on the evening. Driscoll from downtown, he got it. Jason Driscoll, magnificent player, but can't do it all by himself tonight.
I'm sure he's probably surpassed the scoring average, but I'm sure he'd really give that up for a victory tonight. But he definitely is a good player, someone to be thought of for next year, too.
He is only a junior, so he will be back. And one of the favorites in the conference, Bloom from baseline, no good, but he might have been fouled. Bloom doesn't miss those too often.
No, especially not like that. And that whole play was set up by the excellent passing of Jeff Wilson, number 44, from Grandview, Iowa. I gave him this nickname first year here. I call him the Mayor of Grandview, so I'm going to bring that one back out. The Mayor of Grandview.
All right, and we got a little stat to pass you from our stat man, Sean Erickson. When he was videotaping for Bethany College in Minnesota, he was 60 and 19 as a videotaper. The Bethany College won 60 out of 19 games. And doing stats for a coach for Innovation Video and Coach Van Hatten, he is 8-0.
Unbelievable statistics there. 69 and 19 as videotaper is unmatched. I think in the nation.
One of the, I mean, give him the Golden Videotape Award right now.
Yes. And now he's got an undefeated record here keeping stats.
Jason Driscoll on the line. No good. Craig Brightwell's checked in the game. He got that board. Craig Brightwell, the freshman player from Arcadia, shows a lot of promise on the JV team, but not getting a lot of minutes on the varsity squad this year.
I'm in total disagree. No, Jeff Wilson, he did not. He had his pivot foot down. I'm a little distraught by that call there. And I think Jeff Wilson inside too is not pleased with it.
He's got to be shaking his head after that one, you bet.
He wants the ball back and another opportunity, you can tell.
Loras for three, no good. We're at 2:10 to go in the game. The score is 83-67. BV's still playing a tough man-to-man defense. There's a triple team there on the inside guy. Oh, Fisher says, not in my house. No way, not today.
Now Fisher's jumping out of the gym. He's going to start swatting at everything, but...
Just call him Cato.
Fisher will not allow that weak stuff coming into his lane.
Wow, that'll go on his personal highlight reel.
You bet.
Both teams now emptying their benches. And we'll get a chance to see freshman Tom Harskamp as Nathan Bjorkin checks out of the game. So everyone has got into the game now for the Beavers. You got to consider it a successful game if all of your players have played.
Well, if that happens, either you're way ahead or you're way behind and end up coming out on the good end of this one.
At both the men's and the women's games, all the players got into the game, so we've seen a couple blowouts, I guess you could say, here tonight. Wilson driving, dishes to Brightwell. Harskamp for three, got it! Tom Harskamp from downtown.
Showing off his range there.
Wilson commits a foul on Mark Bohichewicz.
I disagree with the call. It was clean.
And Brian Fisher checks out. And checking into the game, number 30, Matt Nelson. So, my bad, Matt Nelson now becomes the... Now everybody has played in the game, I believe. As Matt Nelson checks in, the 6'5" freshman from Atlantic. And that JV team is a pretty good JV team comprised of Nelson, Brightwell, it used to be Roth, but not anymore, and Harskamp.
Harskamp, you bet.
As long with Nelson, Brad Nelson.
And that's going to be, a couple years of guys are going to be seen out there for the big minutes.
Brightwell for 3, and he's a center. He's got some good range for a 6'5" guy. We're at 1:06 to go in the game, and just a matter of time before BV chalks up the W. 86-73. You see the time remaining. Nice move by Nelson. Pretty good. Matt Nelson.
Monster board by Jeff Wilson there, and he's out on the break. This is where he's dangerous right here.
Wilson takes it coast to coast, no, but decides to dish. And Loras to get it back. 31 seconds to go. Innovation Video is pleased to broadcast Storm Lake City Council meetings, which are the first and third Mondays of the month. The council meetings begin at 4 p.m. and are only on Innovation Video Cable Channel 3.
They'll cover the issues that affect your life as you spend your time here in Storm Lake, Iowa.
Yes, an excellent committee. The city beautiful.
You bet. Informative. I've sat.
Our mayor goes. She teaches here.
Oh, you bet. Yeah.
Professor Sandy Madsen.
Yeah, you got it. You got this unbelievable diversity on the campus
and in the community. 20 seconds to go in this one, and it's in the books. And I'm not sure if Coach Van Hatten likes all this fouling that's going on in the offense, the defensive end, but I'm sure some of these players out here want to get in the scoring column, so that might be another reason why they're fouling, so they can get the ball back and maybe have a chance to put some points in the scoreboard.
They might try to, looking to cover the spread too, probably.
Tonight's telecast is copyrighted by Innovation Video and Buena Vista University. Any rebroadcast of this telecast without the express written consent of BVU and Innovation Video is strictly prohibited.
Oh, Wilson will not. Oh, man.
The crowd is up on that one. Want that one to go in for. He's going to try it again. Wow, Wilson. Oh. Jamie Wilson. Jeff Wilson.
Getting us a couple late three-point shots. The first one looks good.
So that's the final score. The Beavers win it 86-75. And much to the delight of the hometown crowd, we sweep all 4 games this weekend. We're going to be back, and we're going to get this message. We're back with the post-game show, trying to get an interview with Coach Van Hatten right after this. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Fieldhouse. Scott Heinley, York Plaggy with you, and it's been a good one. Both the men and the women winning tonight. And we've just heard at the track meet over at Luther, Brian White wins 1,000 meters. Congratulations to Whitey on that.
No, he's a real dedicated athlete, and that's good. That's a good honor for him. You bet.
Whitey, a track and field athlete, and they're having Coach Schmidt's team was having their conference meet over in Luther yesterday and today. So Mel Neal did good as well. As far as the basketball goes, BV has positioned themselves, both the men and the women, well in the conference. The women picking up the victory tonight against Loras, an 18-point win, go 10-2 in the conference, 17-4 overall. And the men improved their record to 11-2 and 17-5 overall. Just one win below what their goal was at the start of the season. They wanted to go 18-7, win the conference, and win all games at home. So far, they're in target for all of those goals. York.
Yeah,
they did
exactly.
Let's go back and.
You're really smart.
Let's go to check our keys. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Do we do a player of the game or off the bench?
Yeah.
Someone once said, we all come into this world alone, and we leave the same way. But in between, we have the chance to connect and help each other, to find ways you can do something to connect with the people in your community, called La Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Thousands of women will lose a child to AIDS simply because they didn't get an HIV test when they were pregnant. You see, there's now treatment that can help stop the spread of HIV from mother to baby, which gives children of HIV-infected mothers something they never had before: a chance. If you're pregnant, please get an HIV test.
Hi there. Hey everybody, welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse. Scott Heinley and York Flaggy with you, where BV won in 86-75 in convincing fashion over Loras. Let's take a look, first of all, at the stats, and then we'll go to our players of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The rebounds, BV about equal. Turnovers, Loras had some costly turnovers in the first half, and foul situation about equal. Free throws equal. Field goals, BV had pretty much equal to Loras, except for the three-point shooting. BV outshot Loras from downtown York.
Yes, a tremendous team victory. Everybody played together as a cohesive unit, and they were able to prevail in this contest of strength and skill.
Yeah, we're going to go right now to the players of the game. Our Silk player of the game is Nick Dentlinger.
A no-brainer.
For the second
there.
night in a row, actually for the third night in a row we've done this, Dentlinger is player of the game. He scored 32 points tonight in an outstanding effort from the three-point line.
Just a tremendous game. Unbelievable shooting. Nick Dentlinger, the real deal. He's a total package right there. And got great performance from him tonight. And when he opens up and starts hitting those threes, that's going to open up stuff in the middle for like Jamie Wilson and stuff like that.
We did it. Okay, and let's go to our Honeycutt's Pizza off the bench contributor, and it is Jeff Wilson tonight. Jeff Wilson delighted the crowd when he got in.
Unbelievable shooting form for Jeff Wilson. That final three broke some records on a total angle on a three-point shot.
How much we should have had the hang time on that shot? It was probably around 4 seconds or so.
He launched it up in the rafters. I think it might have went through one and come back down just short.
I wonder if it's raining outside. He might have made it rain with that one.
He also had some pretty nice passes and a rebound.
Amen. Yes, in limited action, Jeff Wilson gets our Honeykiss Pizza off the bench contributor award. And that is just about all we have for tonight. The Beavers winning all 4 games in a homestand this weekend. And reminder, they're on the road at Indianola Tuesday to Simpson, so good luck there. And Friday will be our last broadcast for the sports season for Innovation Video. I'm pretty excited about that. The women start things off at 6, the men tip off at 8. Live coverage from CBS Fieldhouse starts in the pregame around 5:50. And BVU will be playing Central, and that'll be a big game for them. So both of the Beavers ranked in the top 5 in the nation win tonight. It's going to wrap it up from CBS Fieldhouse. So for York Plagge, Brent Johnson, and everybody at IB Sports, I'm Scott Heinley. Thanks for watching and have a great evening. Woo!